Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. I know you're probably wondering what's on my back, or whether I'm auditioning to be in the next Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle film. All will be revealed in a second. So for as long as I've had Dobby, I've wanted to get a paddleboard just to get out in the water and get that extra bit of freedom. So thanks to today's sponsor, Huiike, they've now given me the chance to do that. Let's do it. So as I said, Huiike reached out and asked if I'd like to try one of their paddle boards, and I was only too excited to say aye. But when I came here yesterday, this loch was like an ocean. It was so wild. Just now it just looks so calm and it's like glass. Now I need to be up front because I've never used a paddleboard in my life. I have been in a canoe, but not a paddleboard. Thankfully the water looks like beginner level for me. Let's get the bag open and get on the water. And the good thing as well is everything's in this one bag. These are mine, that's just my wetsuit and my shoes. So this isn't just a paddleboard where you stand up in. We also have a seat that we can sit down on as well, so it's kind of like a kayak. So, got the seat. We've got the oars, as you can see there. And we also get double oars as well. A puncture kit. Pretty cool. And that's just a carry leash, so when we pump up that show kayak we can attach that and then carry it on our shoulder. And one thing I noticed about this paddleboard, it's actually got 3 fins. Normally you just see the one on the bottom and that's it, but this has actually got 3, but we'll get into that in a bit. And then we've got the pump. We get a nice big thick manual. Then you've got your tether so that you can put it around your ankle and the board. And then we've got a 5 litre dry bag. That's pretty cool, in case you want to put any stuff in it that you don't want to get wet. Nice wee phone case, waterproof. And this wee bar is for if you want to sit down, but I'll show you that. And this is the other cool thing as well. You can actually attach your camera to it using this. That's pretty cool, isn't it? And then the pier de resistance, the board itself. Size it. So that is a decent length, I think it's about 10 foot. But as you can see, all of this fit into that one bag. So let's get it blown up. So as you can see here, this is where we inflate it. And for the pump, you just screw it on like that. And when you're blowing it up, you keep this wee nozzle in until you get to a certain pressure in PSI, and then you take it out. And then this just screws in there. Let's get a wee twist lock as well, like that. And what's cool about this is you've actually got a wee barometer, so you basically have to take it up to about say 12 and 15 PSI, so roughly about halfway. And then once we get it to that level, we basically take this wee white pin out and then go for there. And then once it's up, just twist and then pop the wee lock on it. That's my workout done. I don't need to do it now. So that's it fully inflated, and it's solid as well. As you see here, you've got a wee handle, so basically you could lift it up. It is pretty light. You've got your D-rings, which are basically for putting the seat on, but we'll get to that. You've also got a cargo net, and as I was saying about sticking a camera on, you just screw it into there. You've also got these wee notches as well, and again that's for sitting down, but again we'll get to that bit. This is a nice rubbered texture for standing on. And then you've got your leash D-ring here. On the bottom, as you can see, we've got 3 different fins. So normally I've seen them with 1 fin, so because there's 3 on this, it's going to keep us more stable in the water. So if you've been on the channel long, you'll know I don't like cold water, which is why I've went for the old wetsuit, just like that. I feel I'm wearing a big body condom, but on the plus side, this is the closest I've ever felt to being a Power Ranger. Let's get in the water. I'm not going to take the mic though because, well, it's not waterproof and I'm not trusting myself in that water. And they're quite easy to slide on as well. And then once you've got the fins on, just put the locking mechanisms in, like that. There you go, and it just locks them into place so they don't come off. I'm going to go with a single board just now. I forgot the extension part. And then this, you basically want to set it to the height of your hand. So about there, lock it in and get my ankle bracelet. Let's do it, I've waited long enough. I don't think the water's going to get any more calmer than that. Right, let's go. Oh. I'm not gonna lie, there was a few hairy moments there where I thought I was going to fall in when I stood up. I prefer the knees for just starting, I think. Maybe this is too high as well. Keep me go. But this is my first time on a paddleboard, believe it or not. I better make sure my health insurance is all checked out for accidental drowning. I know I make it look easy. Last time I tried to stand up it nearly tipped and I'm like that. I don't feel as confident on my feet as I do on my knees. Do you know what I think it is as well? I think it's just about getting confidence on the board, innit? Got these hooks and you basically just put one in there, down here. And then you've got a makeshift seat, and I think that's like a wee bag. Aye, so that's like a wee bag. So put that there, and then we just pull them tight. Put this in for our feet, it just slots in these side bits. Like that. So your bum goes there, and your feet go there. And I've now adapted it to the two of us. And again, all you do is just take this wee bit off, and then slot the next door on. Oh aye, this is nice. And the good thing as well is I've actually put the seat down so that I can still kneel kind of thing, so that's pretty good. Like, I love the water and I've been dying to get back on it for ages, and when I got Dobby, this was something that I was wanting to get. Initially when I was looking to do this, I was actually going to get a kayak, and a guy I grew up with told me to get a SUP board, stand up board. He says they're more stable, you can sit on it, you can stand on it, and you can kneel on it. But then when you look at these boards up, there's so much choice. I just didn't know what I wanted to go for. I let it go, and then Huiike reached out, and the fact that it came with everything in this bag, I've literally never done this before, and I'm already up and away. I feel secure, I feel safe, I can wobble it, and I don't feel I'm going to go in. It's definitely a good piece of kit. And that's the thing, this board is tailored to your skill level as well, because I wouldn't say I'm amazing. I'm a beginner, and I can do this. And I know there's probably people that are shouting about my form, but I'm doing it, it's my first time. The content that I'm going to get with this is going to be unreal. This was the maiden voyage, just to make sure that I could actually do it and I could set it up, and the time it takes to set it up and stuff. This board is definitely a 10 out of 10. I know I've got nothing to compare it to, but for just ease of use and getting set up and getting going, and it's that easy as well. You can transition from seated to kneeling in a second with total stability. I'm being honest, I feel the wetsuit was a bit much because it is actually quite warm and the water's not that cold, but I just wanted to err on the side of caution. And also because yesterday it was freezing, I wouldn't have fancied falling in this yesterday. And I think as well, when it comes down to buoyancy aids like life vests and stuff, this is pretty shallow. That's it standing up, so basically I could stand in this water. But obviously bigger locks, deeper locks, I would look at using maybe a vest or something, and obviously open water as well. But for this, it's just perfect. This is also a good workout as well. I think I've only put it to 10 psi. It's supposed to be between 12 and 15 and I've only put it at 10. But it's my first time, I've not fell in the water yet, so I'm taking that as a win. Don't know if you can see those midges, but they're everywhere. So I'm just going to leave that to bake in the sun for a wee bit, just to dry off before packing that away. But aye, 10 out of 10 Huiike. So guys, if you want to go and pick this up, I'll leave a link in the description. I can't remember if they gave me a discount code. If I have, I'll leave it here. Definitely going to see this paddleboard on a lot of episodes this year. So guys, if you did go and enjoy the episode, why not drop it a wee like and let me know in the comments. And if you aren't already, why not get subscribed so you never miss another video. And let's get the fins off. And all you do is just press the tab down and then just pull it backwards. Move it forward. So technically you would want to dry it with a towel, but I forgot to bring one, so I can't. So turn it over. To deflate it, all you do is just take the safety cap off and then press it. And if you actually press it, it clicks so that it can let all the air out without you having to hold it, like this. Back onto itself, and it's ready to go into the bag. So ideally you would want to make sure it's dry all the way through, and I'll do that when I got up the road. And just start loading everything in. I slit the seat and then just start zipping it up. And there's tons of space as well. And that's you, all ready to go. So I've included this in because when I done the review for the actual chair, I put it on wrong. I had the bag bit facing the other way, so as you can see this is nice and sturdy now, whereas I had this the other way, so that's how the chair goes. I think it rings true what they say, whatever you think the distance is at sea, double it. We're getting there. I love I'm just casually walking about in here with a wetsuit on. Oh, he's on deep water now.